Welcome everyone. Today I'm going to discuss on climate finance and which is very much important for our development. Overview of the Climate Investment Fund. Transformational change toward climate resilient, low carbon development in development countries through scaled up financing. Established in 2008 to test, learn about and deployed climate finance at a scale to advance clean technology and renewable energy, suitable management of forecast and climate resilient development. Largest active multilateral climate finance vehicles world's 8.1 billion placed from 14 donor countries with co-finance $57 billion. Fund earmarked to implement nearly 300 projects and programs in 72 developing and middle-income countries. Operate as a partnership of contributors and recipient countries observers from civil society, indigenous people, and private sector and other development partners. Implement to 5 multilateral development bank. CIF skills and flexible actors to help countries mitigate and adapt it to the climate finance in an integrated program of fashion. Climate investment funds 8.1 billions, 5.3 billions clean energy fund, 1.2 billions pilot program for climate resilience, $785 million forest investment program, $795 million scale up renewable energy in low income countries program. These are the very important aspects. 14 countries in $8.1 billion. CIF program approach to level of design and implement together for forming a CIF country program, investment plan plus project, CIF country investment, project 1, project 2, project 3, project X, inter MDB collaboration. Country ownership of CIF program process and result can move beyond project by project approach to programmatic approach with long term umbrella approach. CIF Gender Action Plan approved in June 2014. CIF Gender Reviews and Strategic Environment, Social and Gender Assessment conclude more effort could be made to strengthen gender. Senior Gender Specialist Recruits and in place February 2014 approach. Plan sex to mainstream gender in CIF policy and program to in support of gender quality goals. Implemented joint effort of the pilot countries. Plan build on existing MDB gender policy and safeguard measures. Closer monitoring of activities, generations of the new knowledge and enhancement of the shared learning of the gender. Aim to enhance gender responsive outcome across the CIF portfolio via knowledge generation, technical support, and program learning. Gender action plan implementation. Apply mandate policy and procedure on the gender across the CIF and identifying what they may need to be strengthened. Providing technical support and capacity building on gender for CIF investment plan and projects on demand. Generating new sector-specific knowledge and tools on the gender for application CIF program. CIF Gender Action Plans Policy. CIF Gender Policy Review Program support CIF program and sector guidance directly. Gender expert technical support. Analytical work. Gender and renewable energy. Gender and REDD. Monitoring and reporting. Gender portfolio. Reporting of the CIF and gender reporting, knowledge and learning, gender and resilience, gender and mini-grid, gender session in learning, additional MDB activity, gender and energy efficiency assessments, exploring gender co-beneficial and revenue streams in the PES or REDD. Gender mainstreams approach, align CIF gender policy and procedure, sectors goal investment in mind. Initial performance result is strong. 60% of the new projects after since plan adopt. 67% of the new projects. 60% of the new projects at IP level result even more. Key achievements: support to new IP and projects. Gender policy and portfolio revenue. Gender specific learning lessons and specific analytical work. External is the good climate financiers. Internal support to MDB gender strategy and mainstream process. Key gender equity points: governance and accountability, safeguard process, monitoring and reporting, knowledge and learning, technical support, institutional reform. Key elements within CIF governance and operatings. Gender expert on investment plan and project mission. Gender analysis tied up to sectors and national strategy. Improve beneficiary identifying and targeting. Inclusion of the women in CIF related consultations. Gender responsive monitoring and evaluation. Gender responsive design of CIF. CIF record mandates upstream support. Investment criteria. Developing impact only sorry PP, CRFIF, and SKEF, result frameworks, consultation, expert group, and overall. Gender scorecard indicate for CIF, CIF, PPCR, RIP, SREP, and overall score. Gender and social considerations in CIF program. CIF Advanced Gender and Social Consideration is in mitigation and adaptations programs through SAS design preset as use of co-benefit indicator for all program, explicit poverty and gender criteria ESP among newer program reinvestment selections, support to national and local climate planning institutions, use of gender focus points, funding windows such as dedicated grant mechanism for indigenous peoples and local communities. Zimbabwe PCR strengthen climate resilience and the Barrow sub-basins. Design features targeting women, customer support gender in the grant investments. Use 36 million projects. Strengthen Zambia National Institute struggle for the climate resilience and improves adaptive capacity of vulnerable communities in Barote sub-Saharan. Design feature women participation in governance and local resources management used $25 million projects, improving watershed planning in the climate vulnerable areas and community based warm for irrigation and domestic uses. Target goals for women participation in water committee. Good practice example from the portfolio range from target for women employment related outcome from the projects, training, delivering women in the different sectors, answering sectors such as credit schemes, gender focal point post in adaptation planning unit of countries, women participation as primary beneficiary in the climate perspective, social protections in soil and water, identify and taking of the female beneficiary target, gender sensitivity product designs, women participation in your association membership and leadership in water sectors, women-owned enterprise developments, enhance women role in the local government and the planning, project target, advanced target, gender interest, and some simply making project management and officially changes to improve program projects responsive on gender. Gender responsive design country example Vietnam sustainable urban transportation of SCMS mass report transit increase women access to the transportation service target of 20% of the project construction job and 30% of the station job for women. Power station feature dedicated waiting space on the platform for women, shop space for women's and own business, women only carried with the child sitting, secure street lights and secure camera at stationaries, multi-modal planning and ticket and scheduling system to build multi-destination use to the women and direct marketing to the women as metro user. PRCP paying reserve bands. Example multi-stakeholder planning project rise 35,000 household. These are some of the good example. Advance in CIF gender policy, scaling up to the gender technical support, new tools, analytical study on the gender and renewable energy, strengthen of the gender responsiveness, regional specific learning events to enhance skill and country capacity on the gender mainstream, in particular CIF investments. How best use women membership organization and local gender CSO network to enhance discussion on the project resilience, engage with focal points, enhanced consultation process including with the rural and urban women, ensure investment contributions of a national goal and target of the gender equality, mainstream gender good practice approach to M&R. leverage specific global support on the gender fronts, both routinized gender support and mainstream in terms of the process and outreach, while consideration use of the pilot, thrust projects and program of the more innovation approach to the women empowerment, including economic and political empowerment is an institutional sense. Approach capacity and building awareness and raising among fund staff on the gender mainstreams, design observant functions, design a gender responsive integrated fund learning and evaluation function from the start. Thank you everyone. If you have any question regarding this climate financing and most important factor of the gender financing, you directly can communicate with us. Thank you. Bye bye and take care.